var goder och dyre, vi ville bli gift, men en präst var inte enkelt och fin. Da hørte vi noe bannskap til singla i glass, og Bjørn Eidsvåg kom ramla ned. Halleluja! Og jeg svaret ja, og Cindy sa yes, og snart lå vi der godt begge to. Jeg fortalte om Åmot og Ulvang og Sputnik, hun sa at Norge er landet mitt nå. Det er min dag i dag, herregud for en herlig dag. Det er min dag i dag. Det er min dag i dag, herregud for en herlig dag. Det er min dag i dag. Ja, det er min dag i dag, herregud for.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another movie review by Cinepede Geek. Today Ash is here with us today, and today we're going to discuss our thoughts and opinions on the film called Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians is a DreamWorks film, and it stars voice actors such as Chris Pine, Alec Baldwin, Hugh Jackman, Isa Fisher, and then Jude Law, who plays the villain in the film called Pitch Black. Now, Rise of the Guardians is pretty much about all these different fairy tale people, such as the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, and Jack Frost. And in this film, Jack Frost pretty much does not know his destiny in his life. He doesn't know anything about his past. He wakes up like 200, 300 years in the future, and he doesn't really know who he is. People can't see him. He's invisible to the world. And now this villain named Pitch Black, played by Jude Law, like I said earlier in the review, he plays the villain, and he pretty much has come to take out the Guardians and pretty much put nightmares in all the children. And the moon has now called a new leader, a new Guardian, to take out this sort of Pitch Black. So that's pretty much the plot of the film Rise of the Guardians. So I'm going to let you go first, Ash. What did you think of Rise of the Guardians? What are your thoughts?
I really liked it. It was really fun and very like with all the different kind of like imaginative stuff with like all the different colors and it being in 3D.
3D really helped too. That was great.
Yeah, there was a lot of aspects that was really good in 3D because, you know, there's some 3D movies where it's a 3D movie but it doesn't really feel like a 3D movie. And in this one, like the snowflakes came out and there were like little kids in front of us trying to like reach and grab the snowflakes. It was so funny.
Yeah, definitely one of the best 3D films this year that I have seen. From the opening scene to where the DreamWorks logo appears, to the snowflakes flying out at you, to scenes with just the fighting. Like there's scenes, I don't want to give anything away, but like there's scenes where the Sandman is fighting Pitch Black, played by Jude Law, and there's scenes with them fighting. It's just great. The 3D, every scene in this is just great. First off, I want to talk a little bit about the animation. The animation of this film is just downright phenomenal. The animation, just the bright colors, just the way it looked. Animation-wise, this is probably the best thing that I've seen, at least looks-wise this year. What do you think about the animation? Just the way it looked in general.
I think it looked really good.
Yeah, it looked great, and I really like that about it. Any one voice actor that stuck out in particular between Jack Frost or Santa Claus or Easter Bunny? Any one character you liked a lot?
I liked all the characters a lot, but if like I had to choose a favorite, it would definitely be, you know, Santa Claus because
he has like a Russian accent, just so you guys know.
Yeah, he's like a Russian Santa Claus that, you know, does things that you don't think Santa Claus would ever do. But yeah,
he's kind of cool. He's kind of cool because he's got like a tattoo. If you've seen the poster, he's got a tattoo on one arm that says naughty, that says nice. He says the saying, you know, I can feel it in my belly. So he has some kind of cool dialogue and some really funny quotes that not only can make kids laugh, but also amusing for adults also. But I think my two favorite people is definitely Chris Pine, who plays Jack Frost. He was definitely really cool. Just it's really cool seeing him find out who he is and what his destiny and reason and goal in life is. So that was really cool. And then I really enjoyed Jude Law, Pitch Black, played by Jude Law. He stole every scene he was in, and he was just really cool. You know, kind of it's not a dark film, but definitely Pitch Black is definitely a dark character. So, did you like Jude Law playing the villain?
Yeah, he did a really great job.
He was great. I loved that.
I mean, I like all the characters, but I mean, if I really had to choose one that I really loved, like above all the other characters, not like just because of who plays her, but just like the way she looks, is the Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy is very cool
mean,
too.
She looked really cool. Not like, I don't know what to expect the Tooth Fairy to look like, but that was really like imaginative take.
Very creative, yeah.
The Tooth Fairy. So
and,
I really liked that.
Like Hugh Jackman playing the Easter Bunny has kind of an Australian accent. He was cool too. He was very cool. A lot of heart and depth. And there's honestly, I'm gonna be honest, there's about 2 or 3 times where my eyes are watering in this movie. Not because I was like getting to bawl my eyes out, but this is a very sentimental and emotional film that really can pull at your heartstrings. And that's one of the great things about it, is that not only have they made sort of in a kind of superhero type movie with all these different fairy tale characters, they made it entertaining, but they also made it very emotional, so you can kind of feel for each one of the characters. So before we leave real quick, I want to talk about they're in the talks of this is produced by Guillermo del Toro, who's done things like Pan's Labyrinth and The Orphanage and stuff like that. It's in the talks of having a sequel. Would you like to see a sequel to Rise of the Guardians?
Yeah. I mean, I really liked this one. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a lot they could do with the second one. There was a lot that they did with this one, but I'm sure that they could come up with a lot of different stuff for it. So
yeah, it says right here. I'm just going to read this to you guys. It says, they have written many books on the characters. We are on board to create more and more adventures for them. We've been talking about some storylines. I am eager to tell everyone the story of the North. So maybe they're going more into the North Pole, more into Santa Claus's thing. I'm not really for sure. The sequel is not actually for sure. It's not like a for sure thing yet, but it is in talks. So me, myself, and I guess Ash both too, we would both like to see a sequel, because overall this is a great film, and I could see this running for at least another few years, because there's so many different things they could do with this. You know, they could make the villain come back. I mean, they could do so many different things. They can make Pitch Black have like a band of villains himself, and have like each fairy tale character have to face a villain on their own. You know, maybe like a Dark Sandman or something. That'd be kind of cool, you know. So overall, great film, great animation, and the storyline was actually quite good too. I didn't really expect the storyline to be that in depth and that deep of a storyline, but it really was a deeper storyline than I had expected. So any final thoughts on Rise of the Guardians?
If you haven't seen it, go see it.
So would you consider it a must-see?
Yes.
Alright, well that's me and Ash's review on Rise of the Guardians. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the page below, and we'll see you guys later with another movie review by Centipede Geek.